Hi everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup, especially indie brands. Again, a little snippet. If you're new, I decided in the beginning of 2024 to invest in my favorite indie brands that I heard my most adored and beauty gurus, in my opinion, that I absolutely love, go on and on and on about, and the reviews and the swatches, and oh my gosh. And plus I'd been watching these brands for, a couple of years myself anyways. So if you saw the thumbnail and the title, yes, and I just filmed and in the process of uploading a video I had just done for, yes, the new launch from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, Beauty Below. Like I had said, excuse me, in the previous video, this has got to be one of the most beautiful artistic covers for the palette. Isabel Staub did incredible. The way that the iridescence to it, and this is of course from, I'm gathering, the dark sister of Lure, which I have right here. And again, this palette just came today, and I have the swatches on my arm, which I swatched in the first video. There's 24 beautiful shades. They're in quads, which we'll look at in a minute before we create a look with Lure on one eye and a look with Beauty Below on the other eye. So again, just wanted to show you real quick. This is Lure, in case you don't have it. Of course, this is an older palette, but new to me. And it is, brighter and, mermaid-esque, right? It's mermaid themed. And of course, this one, the dark sister, siren, more evil, as you can see, they're in a cove. You've got the skull. This is magnetized. You get a mirror, excuse me, this time around. There's more shimmers than we see with normally than Blend Bunny does. So this is great. And it is fucking beautiful, because here's the comparisons. Lure up top and the new one down below. Like, are you kidding me? And love the fact, again, that this is magnetized. So you can take them out and rearrange them or however you want, or you can do what I do and just leave them be. They are selling these little magnets, things, dingle hopper, we'll call them. One thing I did not realize is, of course, when you take them out, there isn't a sticker, and it doesn't tell you what the shade is. So just be aware of that if you do, take them out and put in another shade, what have you, just so you know. So putting that back in, and this is kind of like a hard silicone or hard whatever with the magnet, and it does have Blend Bunny's logo on it. And like I said, you have a nice full mirror here. This is just gorgeous. So both of my lids are primed per usual with my MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre. Just to let you guys know that this shade did come broken, mesmerized, but it's one of those soft, like putty shades. So I didn't even have to use, alcohol. I just repressed it with my finger. It was fine. And it actually is this shade right here, which is freaking beautiful. It has like that brown base to it, and then the green shimmer on. Love shades like that. So I'm going to shut my trap, and we are going to create a look with Lure on one eye and another with Beauty Below. I've got a piece of tape on this eye. I'm going to start with the new palette, and I am definitely going to go in. I feel like I want to use this blue. But I also want to play with this greens so bad. You know what? I'm going to take this color. But in contrast, I'm going to take this blue in the front and see. Just have fun, play with it, right? Why not? Let's do it. How fitting. Here's my mirror. I have all my brushes in front of me, so I'm going to take, excuse me, I'm going to take a drink of water. That's what I'm going to take. This is unedited, and more than likely, for 2 eyes, it's probably going to be 1 hour and 15 minutes, so just let you know. Again, if you're new, not editing, and yeah. Just to forewarn you. All right. So, and I've got my switch. I even have my Blend Bunny lashes in front of me, but I'm not, you know, the divination collab they did. I'm also going to be doing a, I'm going to be recording another video ranking all of my Blend Bunny palettes as well. And I can tell you right now, at the end of the year, this baby right here is going to be in my top 5. I can just tell. I can tell already, you know, and it's the beginning of the friggin' year. Well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take my Singe Beauty, per usual. I'm going to use my fluffy brush. This is the EO3. And hopefully I can do that. I don't have a little clip for my hair. Oh, well. And I am going to go into, before I do that, I'm going to take my Glam Light. My favorite, like you, if you've been with me for a hot minute, you know, this one here. And I am going to go into that blue, which is called Watery Grave. And I'm going to put this in the front. I don't know, y'all, how this, it may come out looking like, who knows, all right? Kick back in the pan, don't care. I already know Blend Bunny's formulas. So, where did my, oh, there it is. I know that the mattes are highly, you know, they're pigmented, like I said, but not so much that you can't play with them or that they don't blend. They're gorgeous. Soft. Love. So that is called Watery Grave. And I'm going to come in a little close so you can see. Hopefully my hair doesn't. So make sure there's no creasing. I hope my hair is going to stay out of the way. I'm going to put this blue in the front part of my lid. And the front part right here. And I'm just going to build that up. Tap it off. Pack this color on. Now I've been doing a lot of exfoliating. And so my eyes have like some dry patches. You know, my skin not being very happy with me. So now I don't want to really go any darker than that. And I'm just going to blend this out and up and over on my brow bone here. Patting it, blending it, manipulating the pigment to where I want it. Now, you guys, if you've been with me for a minute, you know that when I create looks, I also like to create looks that you could just wear as straight up a matte look as well. Not just, you know, putting, you know, shimmer on. I like to create looks that you could just, create looks that are straight up for a matte look too. So this one will be no different. But tomorrow, I'm definitely going to get creative, particularly like on TikTok and with my short, is probably going to get in character. I do have gems. I had thought about, you know, keeping my hair wet, but making sure there's like curls in it. Y'all know that I have like my gypsy headband, just all the figuring out how I want to do a creative video over on TikTok and for, you know, a reel. And because my headband has blue beads in it and it's gold, I don't know. Maybe if you guys want, give me some ideas maybe. But I'm excited. I am excited. Now, I think I mentioned this before. I actually wanted to go into Angelica Nyquist. I'm one of her members that she has for top tier subscribers or whatever, for like Extremely Happy Clown. And she does like once a month, like Zoom calls, just talk about life or whatever. If you've got questions for, you know, stuff like that, just hang out. And since I've become a member, I have missed the last couple. And because either something came up. I mean, I had an appointment today, but where she's Central Time and they're an hour behind. So that was for at 5 o'clock Central Time. So I was supposed to go in at 6, but I'm not going to make it because I got super excited about getting this palette and I just wanted to create with it and create content for you guys. I kind of wish she would have done that, like, because normally, well, I guess there's really isn't a set day she does it, because it's been, the last time it was on a Sunday, and then one time it was on a Saturday afternoon. So being Friday at 5 o'clock, like people are just getting home. So I don't know. I mean, you know, either way, I'm going to try like heck to make the next one, because clearly I'm not going to make this one. It's way already past the time, and I don't want to just, you know, show up in a Zoom call for, you know, really late. So I am just trying to blend this in where I want it. I don't want it to be too dark, but I want it deeper here, if that makes any sense, but not too dark everywhere else. Even though this is supposed to be siren, dark, mysterious, you know what I mean? But we're going to get there. So I'm going to leave it like that, just for the front part. And now I'm going to take that Fluffy Singe 03. And I think what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take this green, which is Murky Waters, that light color, just a little bit. and put that in the crease and underneath the blue. Oh, I should have got a hairpin. Just underneath, and blending this out and blow it out right to the tape. Right on the rest of my lid here and in my crease, on my hood, and underneath that blue. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And we are gonna get dark in the corner and on the lash line. So now I'm just gonna build this color up. Hopefully you guys can see. Just going to dust my lid, because again, even if I wanted to wear this as just a matte look to show you, but of course there's going to be shimmer on the lid. Of course, we are doing it. We are doing it. And because I know that this is going to be, you know, a long video, again, I'm not going to, I'll put liner and whatnot in. I'm not going to make you guys watch me put like mascara and a lash on. You know what I'm saying? Just want to hopefully get both looks completed in a reasonable time. Because I don't think I've created a video trying to create 2 looks without editing. Have not done that. So I've kind of just built up this murky waters, which is like that army light khaki green kind of, right? And in my opinion, I think is going quite well with that like blue jean blue. I haven't mixed it or anything like that. It's literally underneath right here is where I started that green to keep it light, and then built up the green here and in the crease here with this fluffy brush. So it's kind of, you know, blending it and getting that out there. And all over the rest of my lid here. So cleaning that brush off. And while I've got that base down, because this is, again, not edited and we're on 18 minutes. So I'm going to go into Lure and start this look just to have the base down. Now, because I've got blue and green, let's do this just to compare, like on the lid, this blue and then we can, yeah, why not? I can put the pink, I can put pink here and then put this blue over here. Why not, right? Or we can do, why don't we just do the blue and the green on this palette to compare. I've got blue and green going over here from Beauty Below. And let's do the blue and green from the Lure and just kind of compare. This is definitely brighter, but why not, right? So I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and I'm gonna do the opposite. I am going to, well, not exactly the opposite, but I'm gonna start that blue with the fluffy brush instead of using my Glam Light on the inner part of the lid here. And up and over, just like I did on the other and inner here. And then kind of do like round circles here, like blend. Make sure there is no holes there. I'm like sitting on my foot, and I think my foot is asleep. Oh no. And I'm gonna go in one more time. And that is called Catch Me, that light blue from Lure. Definitely can see a difference in the vibrancy as far as being a more of a bright type of blue. So I'm keeping it concentrated on my inner corner, crease area, and then blending it, manipulating it out, blending it out. And I didn't put a piece of tape on, which is fine. I can always clean it up with a Q-tip in my cellular water. But I may just have it blown out anyways and blended outwards, so I might not even do that. Blending back and forth, fluffy brush, but it's still pretty concentrated here and here. But it's even, you know what I mean? Like that. So you can definitely see that blue, the watery grave, is that blue jean kind of color. This is more of a pastel-y, wow, I've got pigment everywhere, pastel-y light blue, right? Just continuing to blend a little bit and manipulate it out. Okay, and wipe off the brush. And now I'm going to take my Glam Light brush and I'm going to go into the this green here, Seafoam. And on my outer, well, inner part here, inner, middle, whatever, and outer portion of my lid. To be honest, I'm not even really thinking about what I want the look. When I do like creating, I know what colors I want to work with, but then what I do, I just kind of go for it. And how it comes out is, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't usually have a set plan. You know what I mean? I'm kind of trying to match how I'm placing this shadow the same way that I'm placing it on this one, at least so it has some kind of like consistency as far as match-wise of the look, so to speak, I guess. But I never really, because I just like to play and I like to have fun with it and just let my mind create and think about as I go what would look pretty, you know, together, or the placement. Because again, if you've been with me for a hot minute, you know I like to break the rules, and I don't always do like the basics. Like I'm skipping steps sometimes. Yeah. So I am literally going back and forth and blending this out so it's not like there's no, not that I can help it because I do have some dry spots on my lids. And of course this is my Trouble Child eye, but I've got it in my main crease and then a little on my hood here. And this is my Glam Light shader that I love. And I've kind of got it blended in so it's seamless, you know, so that those two colors are kind of blending together and that they're supposed to look like they go, you know what I mean? Because they are so pastel on the lid. But you definitely can build these colors up for sure. So with that, I'm gonna go back over to this eye. This is gonna be great. See if I can actually get away with this. Ooh, sorry for bumping you guys all around. So now I am going to take a pencil brush and now that I'm looking at the I think I want to blend this out a little more on the inner part of my lid. I've always had like in my crease, like hyperpigmentation. And even though I use like corrector and the lid primer, you know, when you're using lid primer, you're really not supposed to use a lot, just a thin layer blended in. So, you know, depending on the lack of sleep, and then of course the hyperpigmentation I already have, it can look like it's darker there than it really is. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what's happening right here to me. But it's not shadow. I've blended it in. It's just my hyperpigmentation when I'm dealing with like lighter colors in the inner corner. But I think it still looks pretty. I'm gonna take my Glam Light because again, this side is going to be dark and, you know, mysterious, but I still want it to be cohesive, you know what I mean? And it is like a periwinkle blue, like a blue jean. Periwinkle, if that makes any sense. And, you know, I have that green going underneath here, but it's still the light shade. So these are my transitions, right? One more time, going into Watery Grave. Packing that on the inner corner again, and the inner portion. And a little bit darker right underneath the brow bone here, and everything lighter, like, and normally I do the, it's like reverse. Normally you always want it to be like lighter, you know what I mean? And then dark and pulling, you know, the cat eye, like pulling upwards. This is just all around dark, grungy, like mysterious siren. living in the deep waters, not seeing the light of day. You know what I mean? Kind of look. And I was so happy that I was able to place, you know, the order with Divina Cosmetics. And hopefully, you know, Bella likes her shadows and her magnetic palette. And there were still some shades that, because I had asked Deandra if she, when her sale for the some of the shadows that are, you know, some 35% off, you know, and I can't remember if it was site-wide or just some shadows. I can't remember. But some of them were still on sale. So, and to be honest, to have shadows, you know, mattes that are $6 and, you know, beautiful shimmers that are $8. And then when you get into like the multi-chromes and stuff like that, or anywhere from 13, 14 to 17, 18, I think they are, depending on, and there's not a lot of them that are like 8, you know what I mean? And then, you know, having that sale on some of those is really awesome, because that's quite a bit, you know, 35% off. And she said that that it was going to be ending, but she was going to do it again soon. Didn't know when, but she had mentioned that. I believe that's what she had said, because I don't want to give any like false information, you know what I mean? So I think that otherwise I'm just going to continue to. And instead of taking the fluffy brush like I did, I want to build this up. This light green that I went into is the Murky Waters. And of course, you know, first time playing with this palette, but, you know, I do know Blend Bunny, their mattes. So I am going to now take my packer with that green that I started with the fluffy Singe brush, right? I should have got a pin for my hair. And this is going to go in my regular crease and on my hood, just like I did with the fluffy, just building this color up a little bit more. Now that I've made it a little more intense with the Packer Shader brush. And you know what? Brushes that are meant for one thing don't necessarily have to be used for just that said thing. They can be multi-use. If they work for you for doing something else, then, you know, I love that for you. And it happens all the time. You know what I mean? And I truly do want to get Deandra's brushes. She had mentioned that she specifically curated these brushes that she has for people who have hooded eyes like us, or like the chubby, like this, like a larger chubby, like brow bone kind of area and hood, and for hooded eyes, you know what I mean? So I am very intrigued. And the price for, I can't remember how many brushes are in it. Was it 13 brushes? I think it's 13. Don't quote me on that. And they were on sale for 46 maybe. Oh gosh, I can't remember. But I think they're normally 50 or something. Oh my gosh, I wish I apologize. But it was for a good sale price too, though. So hopefully the next time she has this sale, that I can grab those brushes, because anyone who makes brushes that specifically are for hooded eyes, I am all about that. All about it. And I'm kind of just brought it. So now you can see, right, those differences. Now we've got this eye, which is it's blended in. It's where I want it to be. This is going to be a very light look. Contrasting, eye look. So now I'm going to go back over here. Lord, I am going to deepen this up. And why not? We're going to use some Blend Bunny brushes. I'm going to go back into Lure. And I'm going to take this green, Mermaid Lagoon. Before I do that, let's take this black one, which is the number... Oh, this is a B1. And I'm going to go into Mermaid Lagoon. Tap this off. And now, I was going to take a pencil, but I was like, you know what? Blend Bunny video, Blend Bunny brushes it is too, so. And I'm going to create this V in my natural crease. And then I'm going to blend it out onto my hood. But I want my natural crease to be saturated with this color. I think my honey is home. I think. I don't see his truck. Oh, duh. I have clothes in the dryer. He likes to come in through the garage, so... I open the garage for him usually around 4 o'clock, because he comes home anywhere around between 4 and 6. So, and he, he's dirty in his boots and whatnot, so he likes to come in through the garage. That way he can get his work clothes, and then he's usually got like sweatpants or something like that in the garage when he comes in. Close the garage, comes in through the laundry room that way. But I've got my blinds open, so, and I knew that I had my, I was getting laundry done, and I had put those clothes in the dryer, so. But this is just, I forgot, because I haven't played with Lure in a hot minute. So, I am so glad that I'm actually doing this kind of comparisons with both of these palettes that are supposed to be kind of like sister palettes of each other, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of just using the same brush to blend that out onto my hood. And manipulating, pulling the pigment in a little further in my normal crease. Oh my God, you hear my stomach? Oh. It's talking to me. I don't like to eat without him, so I wait till he gets home, and then, and if I'm filming, you know, I always have to just go and eat, you know. I'm just gonna build this color up a little bit further. So I'm going back in with Mermaid Lagoon, just to deepen this up only in my socket, you know, my real crease here. And then of course, you know, when you're looking like this and you can see it, and then of course, us hooded eye gals, you know, you get it. Trying to compare back and forth, like, does this look, you know, can I see that, or is my hood covering it, or you know, oily lids. That's why it's always good to wear primer, so that your oils do not chum on your shadows for dinner, you know what I mean? And then of course transfer and whatnot. My eyes they're hooded, but they're not too bad yet. I mean, this, like I said, this is the worst eye. It's my problem child with the, of course, like I've mentioned before, you know, scar tissue and not wanting to really hold color. And when I blend out, it looks like it's a patch of nothingness there, barely there. Drives me nuts. So I always have to remember, especially now with not editing and whatnot, to not fight with this eye, that it takes me so much longer off camera when I'm doing looks and on this eye, to not continue to try to fight with it, because it's just going to take too long. But that's okay. So now I literally blending up into that other blue onto my hood. No additional product, just like that. And see where here, excuse me, where it looks like it's right here and always right here, always where it looks like there's no pigment there. But in person, there is. I mean, on camera, it looks worse. And that's why I have to usually take it even further. But no matter trying to fidget with it, it's still on camera is going to look like there's nothing there, and there is. Just is what it is, I guess. Like that. And wipe that off. Excuse me. Take another drink of water, y'all. Lots talking. And I still have to do upload the ranking of my Blend Bunny palettes as well, which that probably won't be up until tomorrow morning sometime, maybe. Did I want to do? Okay. So now that I have both these eyes right here, I'm going to go in here. Was that khaki army light green? I'm going to take this same brush, go into Beauty Below, and I have this green, so I guess I'm going to take, but I want to take this blue first before. You know what? Let's go over into this green. Why not? Right? And then once I'm done with this green, can take this, and this is called Dark Truth, and then go over here and Take Heed and deepen it even further. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we're definitely going to use this shimmer, these two for sure. And I might even, like on the inner part here, I don't know, these three shimmers to keep it dark and, you know what I mean? But we'll keep going. So now I've got that green, tapping it off. I'm gonna come over here. It's like back and forth, and do this V. And I'm gonna do a wedge this way and all the way out here on the tape, dragging it in all the way out like that with that green. Tap it off, went in with a little more product. Deepen that a little bit further. No, as far as I see, there's no fallout on my face. It's from the mattes, from either palette, as you can see. And I am going to use glitter glue because for this kind of looks, like it would be a crime not to. Especially because, you know, I know Blend Bunny shimmers are amazing with glitter glue and without. I mean, they've gotten way better with the formula. So now I've kind of got this stark line of that green. Like that. And it's just for now, right? Hold on. And I want to take the new Singe. This small one here is great. I think this is the 11. Yes. I have like pigment everywhere because here's the palette swatched out. It's all over my table. And I'm going to take that dark blue, this here, Abyss, on the lower lash line here. And we're at 48 minutes. That's not too bad, especially sitting where I am for both eyes. Not too shabby. If I can make it without going hoarse, we're going to be good. Oh, sorry. Ooh, that is a beautiful dark freaking blue. Love. And we're going to go in the waterline. Yes, we are. I'm also going to bring this just underneath that green. And I'm going to go back in to Abyss. Tap it off. Of course, I like to really saturate the corner to hide those, like, starting, you know, the crow's feet thing. Even though it doesn't matter when I smile, they're very pronounced, very prominent. But I still like to try to hide them in the corner there. And again, if you've been with me for a minute, you know I don't really like to do a blown out. But because this is a pretty dramatic type of look, I'm going to bring it down further than I normally would. And I'm bringing this in about 3/4, almost all the way. I'm going to put this blue. I'm going to go back in Abyss. And I'm going to sit it right on top of my top portion of my lash line here, where the green kind of wedging it too. Like it's not, it's I've brought it in a little bit. I guess you can say I brought it all the way to the where I stopped the green line too. And just back and forth, kind of like blend that. And then up onto the tape, like I'm going to try to see if I can, when I pull the tape off, if there's going to be that faint dark blue line under the green line is what I'm trying for. Not sure if it'll be there or work, but I'm going to try. Now that's dark. That is dark. And I'm loving it. So I'm cleaning that off the best that I can because I know that definitely possible staining. You know what I mean? I'm going to go into Lure. And I'm going to do the same, except for I'm going to take this, where it says the deep, this blue here, and do the same, but not as dramatic. Right? Right. Saturate that, like, the corner here. And right now I've just got color placed. I haven't, I mean, I still have some blending and some stuff to do with that eye, right? And I'm going to carry this blue just underneath the green ever so lightly. And I'm going to look down. I'm going to go back and forth. Well, I guess I'm just going to blend, and I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to blend it though too as I go. But I'm going to keep it dark down here. In the waterline, on the lash line, on the lashes. And again, just placing this color here, and I'm going to worry about the blending part and making it look much better in a minute. Right. So my shirt is kind of... Because I want to take the dark green as well and stamp that. But I cleaned off my brush, you know, and now just to kind of sweep that, manipulate the pigment and blend it a little bit. And I want to, oh, there's my honey, he's home. I want to take the flat and go into that really dark green, which is called Uncharted. Sorry, you can hear his beep, beep, beep. So I am going to stamp this dark green called Uncharted in my waterline and in my lashes. And again, this brush is really awesome for stamping and dragging and blending and like detail stuff like that, like a line. And I'm just really tight so that you can definitely tell that there's that green there, but then you see the blue underneath. And then having that dark green in my waterline. And we're gonna carry that 3/4. Like that. I think I'm gonna go in one more time, but I'm gonna clean off my brush. I can hear my garage is closing now. Like so. It's stamp and drag and then kind of blending too, same time. And saturate that corner. Like that. Clean off my brush. I'm gonna take, this is the EO5, right? We're at 58 minutes, so we're almost at an hour, and this is where I'm at so far with, and actually I can take this piece of tape off, and I can see the blue on top of the green is what I wanted. And I still have to do some blending and fixing underneath and all of that. My hands have like pigment all over them. So I'm gonna take the EO, what did I say, 5. And I'm going to, no, I lied, sorry. I'm gonna take my CB4, which I call the magic wand. And I'm gonna take that light blue, Catch Me, that we started out with in the corner, inner corner, and from Lure. And I am going to ever so lightly put that underneath and blend that into that blue and green. So yeah, I did give a, but I'm gonna blend those two together. I'm gonna go back into Catch Me again. And do some more. And I'm also gonna put that on the inner portion like this. And I'm going to go in one more time with Catch Me, and I'm going to put that on my inner to finish this off. Like so that there's no parts that, hi honey.
Hi baby.
So that there's no, there's leftovers out there, hon. What was I saying? Damn. So there's no empty space there, okay? I've got it in my inner lid though, on my waterline though too. Now this is something like very dramatic looks. And when because I'll go out and about, I don't care, because I love colorful eyeshadow, you know, that's just me. And sometimes I get looks, and sometimes people actually like, your eyeshadow looks really pretty. Like, what do you have on your eyes, you know? And you can always tell those are the chicks that dig makeup, right? Or just as someone just paying a compliment, you know, being nice. But sometimes I do get some, like, girl, what the fuck? You know, that's the people that don't get it. So that's with that. And to finish that off, as far as that step, is the EO1. I'm going to go back into Catch Me to put on the inner corner, because I don't usually do like any kinds of glitters or anything on the inner corner, but because these are so dramatic, I just might. Because why not? And I think, yeah, I might use my duochrome, my ColourPop duochrome eyeliner. It's green and it shifts to like gold. I think it would be a good combo. And now I'm just kind of going back and forth to blend that in. And I still have to deal with this, you know, to blend. And again, you can take a Q-tip if I wanted to do that, but I don't really want to do that. I'm going to go with my Glam Light. And I'm going to blend like a tickle, so this is not a harsh line there. And literally bringing it up and over. So that I'm actually blending this green with the blue. Ever so slightly, like gently. And going back and forth. Hopefully I think you should be able to see, right? And I'm also going up just to pull that green up on my hood, on my brow bone here. Blending on the inside, just to I'm getting rid of harsh lines, really not adding any more additional products, And I'm not going to fight with this eye on camera for this area here. I'm just not going to do that to you guys. Because it takes me so long for that scar to just take. So I'm just not going to do that to you guys. And I'm literally doing the blending now. Like I said, no additional product. Just like a tickle. Wiper motions, small circles. Back and forth. You can pull I'm pulling this upward because I don't want it to get away from me too much here. I've already got it out there pretty far. So, and my eyeliners are in front of me because I do, we're at an hour and 6 minutes. This is going to be a long video. I'm going to go back into that green with my Glam Light brush, the Mermaid Lagoon in Lure, because I lost some of that green and I want it back. Just on the outside here. And you could, which I just might. Just building it up a little bit darker. You know what I mean? And now for like my last step for this eye, you know, as far as with color, I am gonna take this, sorry about that, it's my hubby's phone. This green shimmer, which is called Folklore. He must be in the shower and he's got his phone going off. Oh my God. And he never closed the door behind him. So I'm going to put that shimmer right here. Yeah. I can tell you guys this is going to be an hour and a half video. For sure. Unedited, doing 2 eyes. And you know, this is why I don't do 2 eyes, and this is why usually I start 1 eye, you know, and of course doing my videos on TikTok, and then finishing, if I do a tutorial, an eye look with 1 eye, because it already takes like an hour with no editing. So I put Folklore green shimmer on my brow bone, and I'm also gonna put it in the corner, inner corner. And I usually don't do shimmer in the inner corner, but these are pretty dramatic looks, so why not? And it's these shimmers are almost like a topper, you know what I mean? And they can definitely be built up in the Lure palette. So it's really not like in your face, but they're still beautiful shimmers. You know what I mean? and that you can build them up on how intense you want them to be, instead of just being a like punch right off, you know, like that. So that, and I'm gonna take my ColourPop. Where'd it go? My ColourPop liner that has that green gold shift. Put that in my waterline and tight line. I feel like this green and gold kind of matches the shimmer I'm gonna put on my lid, but also this green here, you know? Now but once again, didn't grab my glitter glue. Damn it. Which is over there. So that, with this eye, and all I have to do, I apologize again, the phone is going off. I'm going to take that light green seafoam, and I am just going to go half on, half off. Again, I apologize. I think he's talking to one of his co-workers or his boss. But he had forgot to close the door behind him, so... And my house has high ceiling, so everything echoes in here, out there. So I'm just doing some blending. I figured I'd take the light seafoam Holy moly, I hope he's all right out there. And then, of course, even though I said I wasn't going to make... I'm not going to put a lash on, though. I'm not going to put a lash on. I still feel like this needs to be deeper on the outside. And I don't think that green... like I said, it's been a minute since I actually played with Lure. But this pencil, this is the E10. I think I'm going to go into Black Sea right here. I just feel like this needs to give more depth than what that green is giving me. So I'm going to take that fluffy pencil from Singe, and I went into, like I said, Black Sea. I'm going to wedge it. Just a little, just because I feel like this needed to have way more depth than that darker green was giving me. Right in my, in my socket, and to blend down. Yeah, see, this is exactly, in my opinion, definitely needed that. And just to pull here. And then I can blend this. I'm just like blending it a little bit, you know, into that green. Like that. See, to me, that definitely looks so much better. It gave some depth. I might even go in just one more time just to even give it a little more. Yep. Yep. Right in the socket and wedging it out. Clean off my brush. And that is, besides putting on the shimmer, which we're doing right now, I'm going to definitely take, well, this brush is the EO5. And I'm going to pull the black a little bit. But I want to blend this out a little bit. So there's just no like really harsh, just to soften that black a little bit, the outer edges here. Now I could have taken, did I go the long route with this? It's very freaking possible, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you guys are taking this journey with me. And I'm so happy that you want to and that you are. And it's so appreciative. So, and I think that that looks so beautiful in my opinion. I'm just kind of getting rid of those creases, like and this was that blue and then the green that I mixed together. And then of course I have the Color Pop, and then I'm just gonna put some Tarte mascara, you know. And of course this is the Lure. This isn't even the new palette. And this is the finished eye. I'm telling you. What are you guys gonna do with me, huh? What are you gonna do with me? I'm just gonna let that dry, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of shimmer on the lid because that I kind of wanted to just leave matte. But I am, just for the sake of putting shimmer on, and it's gonna be this one in a bottle, which is like a teal, so blue and green together. And the best one to use shimmer is the EO1. So in a bottle is the teal one. So it's blue and green. And we're just gonna do it. I got my fingers right in you guys' face. No glitter glue. No spray. Just using the brush and manipulating the shimmer because I really decided to just do this as a matte look. But then I said, no, you know, we're going to put some shimmer on it because my brain is so squirrel and so indecisive, you know. But I think that this look, in my opinion, for a straight up matte, or even to, you know, have just this little bit of shimmer on the lid, and then tie in the matte in the corner, on the outer corner, to make sure everything is, you know, blended seamless and cohesive like that. I'm just cleaning off my brush, and literally with no additional product, I'm gonna pull this black that I had used already into that shimmer. Like that. And that is the completed look with Lure on this side. Now at an hour and 22 minutes, and even though this was supposed to be about beauty below, but this is with Lure. Now, this right here, which I knew it was gonna be an hour and 30 minimum with 2 eyes. I took the tape off, and I did get that blue above the green is what I wanted. And we, you know, I knew this was gonna be blown out. I knew that this was gonna be way dramatic than this one. And I have to get this blended and corrected down here. I just took my CB4 and I'm gonna take this blue jean color, which I call blue jean. It is Watery Grave, that light blue. Tap it off. My hair, I wish I would have. And I am going to blend underneath. And this one, like I said, is gonna be a little more blown out than I normally would because of how dark and, you know, dramatic that this look is. I mean, they both really are, but this one definitely is. And it goes with the vibe, you know? It goes with the vibe. Dangerous siren calling to the sailors to lead them to their watery grave. So that being blown out, it's literally as far as I really want to take that, but and I'm gonna take this smudger brush, my DK, and smudge this out even more. And I've got my, making sure that that side is saturated, that inner corner. And, oops. There's another Cosmic Beauty one. This one is slightly slanted. And I think I want to take that khaki green and just, this is really going to be blown out, y'all. And because it's so light and I have it here, I'm going to place it in the inner corner. Why not? That foam. A little bit more. Do I look like an evil siren wanting to take you into your watery grave on this side? And I'm blending that into the blue here, just right here, like that. And that's kind of where I'm gonna stop with that. I do want to take this same brush because it does have this slant, and it's still a smaller brush with no product, and that I've cleaned it off because I want to blend this. Even though I want that wing there, the harshness of it is bothering me. Do you know what I mean? The harsh line. So I'm trying to blend upward that green to just blend up just a little bit so that, and he's got the TV going. I apologize, you guys. Just so that this is kind of not as harsh. Do you know what I mean? Because I already have this real crisp line, and I want, this is a dramatic look anyways. But this top part, I just wanted that green to be blended out a little better than it was, than having that real harsh upper portion. I don't mind having, this being snatched up, but this part, I wanted to soften that green. Push that pigment up like that. I think that it looks so much better, a little softer, but still keeping that real stark line. You know what I mean? So now that we've got that, I am going to take one of these shimmers. Did I do with my... There it is. Which I also have my Fantasy Cosmetica one, this one here. And this, called Immerse, I am going to put on my brow bone in the inner corner. So let's, on top of that khaki, well, and blue. Ooh. Oh boy, that's beautiful. And also to highlight the brow bone right here. Like that. And come all the way down and meet that V. Ever so slightly though, but you can definitely see the beautiful blue color. And just make sure that's kind of blended. Like that. And then I have that right here, of course. Gorge. I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to take that same shimmer and I'm going to put it here too. I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to highlight that wing with this shimmer. Now, granted, I should be using glitter glue for sure. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'm letting you know, if you don't know, you're definitely going to want to use glitter glue, especially if you're doing something like I'm doing right now. Or if you're using a glitter pen or a pomade, something like that, that's, you know, a colorful one, and then going over, you know, with a shimmer or an iridescent shadow. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I might take it all the way out. See, here is my mind going, do you want to do that? And when I started this video, I did have everything in front of me. The only darn thing I did not grab, which I thought I did, was my glitter glue. But again, Blend Bunnies, their shimmers have gotten really, really good. So, in my opinion. And I'm literally just following the line with that green. It's basically just covering up what I just friggin' worked on, but that's okay. Because I wasn't, well, no, you can still see the green. Like so, guys. Like that. So, with that, and at an hour and 35 minutes, y'all, like seriously, I've got to do something with myself. I am so grateful for all of you, you know, again, dealing with this long ass videos. You know, this is a gorgeous palette, Beauty Below by Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and I will link their website in the description box for you below, per usual. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's an hour and 35 minutes, y'all. Do you know how long it's going to take me to upload this and process on YouTube? This one isn't going to go up until tomorrow morning. But I will have the other two, I'm hoping, up this evening. And of course, my shorts. So, but this one, it's going to be very, very long. And so I'll be very surprised if it has very many views, because you guys will, if you guys sit through an hour and 35, like, bless your friggin' heart, okay? I'm literally going to take my finger because I cannot keep my fingers out of this right here called Trance. I don't know. I have to do this. Whether it's going to really go with this look or not is besides the point. It's creative and it was fun. And I enjoyed doing it with you guys. Hopefully, you know, if you have this palette, you know, or if you, even if you have lore and you know, did the step-by-step with this one, and maybe by seeing this too, you're like, oh shit, that's a beautiful palette, and helping you decide whether or not you want to get it. It's $45 US. It's magnetic. No spraying and no glitter glue. Seeing how impactful these are. I mean, can you, with glitter glue, y'all? So I've gone into Trance again with a brush to reinforce. And manipulate the shimmer. It's that lime green gold color that I knew I wanted to use anyway. And I'm literally going up on my hood just a little bit, manipulating the shimmer, pulling it just over top. As you can see, I'm gonna go back in. Patting it on so I don't get too much fallout on my face. Pat and drag, pat and drag. That foam. So I am, like I said, just taking that a little bit on my hood. Like so. Like that. And that's just so you can just see that. All right. Wiping off my brush, and I'm going to use my ColourPop, the same one, because I think with it's got the gold as well. You know, oh, that's the wrong one. Hello. Where did you go? Here it is. So I'm going to use this one as well. And I think it just goes beautifully with that lime green gold that I just used. It's in the waterline, but I'm also bringing it a little forward onto my lashes here. Like that. This definitely was probably, next to my ranking video, the longest video I've done. Unless I'm editing, this won't happen. Again, I promise I will not be doing an hour and 45-minute video again to you guys to do 2 eyes unless I start doing editing. That's just not fair to you guys. You guys have been kind enough to sit and watch my videos. But I do hope that, you know, you had fun at least with watching this. I think that this came out so dramatic, but so beautiful at the same time, in my opinion. I'm just going to throw mascara on because why not? I did on the other eye. And then we're going to call this video completed. I doubt, I will be very surprised in my analytics to see, you know, people watching an hour and 40-minute video. But just to watch, you know, someone do 2 eye looks without editing, you know what I mean? But again, I appreciate it so, so much. I've been struggling with this so much on what to do, that not that I haven't been playing around with editing, because I have. And if you guys have, like I said, been with me for a minute, then you know that it wasn't about because I can't. It's a true fear, and it doesn't make sense. I know. Trust me. It's very weird, and I've never run into anything like that in my life, because I'm not afraid of anything, to be honest. I really am not. And when this happened, I started editing, and I literally, my hands were, it was weird. So I don't know, but I know that either I will have to hire someone to edit my, I don't know. But thank you guys from, like, seriously, from my soul, dealing with these long videos. But I won't do 2 looks, you know, in one video again, because it's just way too long. You know, it's like an hour per eye, and really wanting to do a really good job with and focusing, you know what I mean? And then trying to hurry up at the same time. I don't want to do that. So, but in my opinion, I think this came out fucking awesome, like wild. It's beautiful. These colors, this palette is gorgeous. So this is Beauty Below by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I mean, here's the swatches again, you know, and that's that quad. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to let you guys go. An hour and 45 minutes. Wow. You guys truly are amazing. So with that, you guys, again, thanks for watching and putting up with my squirrel ass. And I'm going to be putting out these videos first thing in the morning. I'll probably have some shorts out tonight, but by the time you see this, it'll be, you know, I have filmed the day before. So, all right, guys, thanks so much. And until next time.